Well, hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Curtis McLaughlin, and today we're going to learn a little bit about adding, subtracting mixed numbers with like denominators, and this is going to be the first part of two. So we're going to have our learning targets of adding and subtracting mixed numbers, and apply the rule of adding and subtracting whole numbers and fractions separately. So if we look at adding mixed numbers with like denominators, the rule is when we add them, we're going to add the whole numbers, like right here, separately from the fractions. So here, what do I have? Looks like I have 3 whole pieces. And then I have 3 out of 5. So this fraction is represented as 3 3/5. I'm going to add that and find the sum of this fraction mixed number and this one. So, and I just kind of created it. So even though they're already cut up into fifths, they're all equal to 1 whole. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. And here we have 2 whole bars. And what's this fraction here? If you said 2 1/5, you're correct. So what do we do here? What do we add? Well, let's add the fractions first. Let's add the fractions first. So what is 3/5 plus 1/5? If you said 4/5, that's correct. So we have a fifth, second fifth, third fifth, and a fourth fifth. Great. Now let's add the whole numbers separately. 3 plus 2 is what? How many bars do we have? If you said 5, that's great. We have 5 and 4/5 as a mixed sum. 5 whole and then 4 out of 5, or 4/5. So in subtraction, it can get a little dicey at times, but for today, we're going to try this one. So I have this many cartons of eggs in my fridge, but I'm going to bake and cook with 1 1/10 carton of eggs. How many egg cartons and eggs will be left over after I cook? So what's my fraction here? What do I have totally? What's my mixed number? Well, what's my whole number? I have 2 cartons. And then what's my fraction of a whole? 1, 2, 3, 4. My numerator is 4 because that's what I have. And what comes in a whole carton of eggs? 10. So I have 2 4/10 in my fridge. Well, I'm going to subtract, it said here that I'm going to subtract 1 1/10. Do I have common denominators? Yeah, so I can actually start subtracting here. So if I go ahead and take away my whole number, I'm going to take away 1 carton, and then 1/10. What do I have left? I have 1 whole carton left. And how many fractions of a whole, or how many do I have? 1, 2, 3. And what's a whole set of eggs, or a carton of eggs? 10. So I have 1 3/10 cartons eggs after I used a whole carton and an extra tenth. Seems pretty easy right now, right? Don't worry, it gets harder, but not for today. Here are 4 questions I'd like you to do, and in your notebook paper, or you can type them into the comments box if you so choose. And would you please push pause, record these questions, write them neatly, and notice they have common denominators. So you can press pause, and in about 5 seconds, I'm going to start. We can correct them together. All right, so hopefully you've already done. If not, go ahead and press pause again and keep working. But I'm going to start off and look at, okay, my fractions first. So I have 2/9 plus 2/9. Well, my denominator doesn't change. So how many ninths is that? 4 ninths. Great. And what's the whole? 2 plus 1? Great. 3 and 4 ninths. Excellent. Let's go over to number 2. I would like to do the fraction first. 1 6 plus 4 6. Well, the denominator doesn't change, so I'm going to leave that 6 there. And when I add 4 6 and 1 6, how many do I get? Yeah, I get 5 6. Now I can go over to the whole numbers. 3 plus 2, yeah, you knew it. You nailed it. 5. 5 and 5, 6 is the sum. If we go to subtraction over here, notice again we had common denominators. I like to start with my fractions first, but let's see. 5 sevenths take away 4 sevenths. If you wrote 1 seventh there, great. And 9 whole subtract 4 whole should get us to 5. So our mixed difference is 5 and 1 seventh. Finally, we have 6 and 7 tenths, and we're going to subtract 3 and 4 tenths. Again, our denominators are the same. That's beautiful. Won't always be that easy. But if we have 7 tenths and we take away 4 tenths, how many tenths will be left over? If you wrote or typed 3, great job. And that leaves us with the whole number left of 3 and 3 tenths is our difference. In the activity today, make sure you are working and practicing, and we look forward to your responses. Bye for now.